Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Joe Ross is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Now at the plate, Joe Morgan. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Morgan aboard here at first with nobody out. Missed with a breaking ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Ross is 1-2. Popped him up. Murphy on the move. 1 out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate, and more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
So digging in now, Junior Moore. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. First pitch coming. Here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Digging in now, Babe Ruth. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First delivery to him on the way. Hard liner toward short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Now the relay home. And he will beat the tag of Wieters safe at the plate. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. This year against right-handed pitching, Griffey hits a little over the 270 mark. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. Two out with the man at first. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Turner has it. Underhanded flip. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Cubs lead it 1-0. John Salazar, a right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Here's Howie Kendrick, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, winner go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Hit in the air down the right field line. On the run is Griffey. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And now Bryce Harper looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Salazar, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Stepping in, Duke Snider. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit to third. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Theo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So striding in, Cliff Floyd, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Floyd hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Schmidt is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's back to the nation's capital after this. At the plate, Mike Piazza. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Line drive to left. Floyd is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the dish, Matt Wieters. Not easy to do his job at get out of that crouch at 6'4", 6'5", and throw an absolute rocket down to second base. And, oh, by the way, hit from both sides of the plate. Look for him to have a big day today.
Settling in now, Mike Schmidt. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Count still at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2.
That's a ball.
Heavy sinker just stayed inside. The 2-2 one more time. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Standing in now, John Salazar, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. They'll come into play at 317. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Popped him up. Rendon is there, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Stepping in, Anthony Rendon, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Anthony Rendon.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Ready now, Matt Wieters. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. One out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Joe Ross.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Joe Ross, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Set to go now in the third. Now batting, Cal Ripken. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Drilled to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Morgan. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Jeff Bagwell, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Morgan, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here it comes on 0-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Ground ball right side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Babe Ruth, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 on its way. And this one gets away. A play at the plate, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 2-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The batter, right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Griffey Jr. has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Mike Piazza would be next. The 3-0. He's in there for strike one.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit out towards second. Up with it now is Kendrick. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nationals nothing. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Ripken has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. So striding forward now, Howie Kendrick, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
2 strikes.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And Junior will need to track this down off the wall now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line hard toward right center. Griffey is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Center fielder number 4, Duke Snider.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Kendrick at second with 2 down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A little bouncer. The 0-2 once more. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. 1 left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Now at the plate, Mike Piazza hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the fresh run and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Kendrick. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
In now, Mike Schmidt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Hit hard to short. Turner fields it cleanly, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, John.
So here now's the pitcher, John Salazar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Three runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
So 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to Murphy, will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's set to lead us off in the whole half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. This is on the ground over to first. Bagwell has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 30.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and the free swinging Cliff Floyd will stand in. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Grounded softly to the right. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
A ball and 2 strikes. Rendon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Morgan is there, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1, still down 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, you take a look at that 2-seamer right there, sinker. It had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
The 1-1. Misses off the plate. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Turner loves it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So one away here with the bases empty. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball two. Now the 2-1. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Jeff Bagwell. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category. Digging in the switch hitter, Junior Moore. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Popped him up. Turner moving to his left, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 3-0. Matt Adams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Matt Adams.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses with a curveball that made him move his feet.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Striding in now for the Nats, Trey Turner, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping up to the plate, Bryce Harper, man at first after the 2-out walk. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Kendrick, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two and 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Full count still. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping into the box, Duke Snider. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a look over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Cubs are on top, 3-2. Jeremy Hellickson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 58, Jeremy Hellickson.
So in now for Chicago, Babe Ruth. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th. Now here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, Mike Piazza. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And he lays off for ball 1. Hellickson, 30 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2005.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit to first. Murphy's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Digging in, Daniel Murphy. He'll lead things off in the Washington 6th.
First baseman, Daniel Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Sent on the ground out to second. Quick throw to first by Morgan, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 30.
So coming to the plate, Cliff Floyd. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The pitch. So a full count now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, he's been battling all game long and been a real warrior, but there's only so many pitches in an arm, no matter how tough he is. That walk may have been all the manager needs to see, because he looks like he's done to me.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rendon. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So another stolen base there. This definitely is a team that's used their wheels to full advantage all season long as we check out the league leaderboard for stolen bases. And we see there that they're currently ranked 3rd best in that category in the NL. Floyd leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two-0 count. The pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Griffey Jr. is there. 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Matt Wieters, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moore shading to his right. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 1 left for Washington. They're down 3-2. Back here at Nationals Park, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. No hits to this point.
Third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And he fouls this one off.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Enos Slaughter will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. Rendon down at third. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop.
At the plate, Cal Ripken. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Floyd. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Standing in now, Joe Morgan. Little dribbler down the line. But that one rolls foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Now in the box, Jeff Bagwell. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Morgan is off at first with 2 away. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 2-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now that's popped up. Hellickson over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Fergie Jenkins gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Adam Eaton up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Nope. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. Heading out towards shallow right. Griffey has it in his sights. 1 out. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Up around the face.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, man, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fourth ball misses. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 4-2. number 60, will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 60.
Junior Moore will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Popped him up. Rendon in foul ground. 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Babe Ruth, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 2-1 the count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now Junior gets a hold of one to deep right. Gone! A solo shot for Junior. Number 43 on the year for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Mike Piazza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a ball.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Now the 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-2 Chicago. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Billy Wagner will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jorge Polanco is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Number 16.
Stepping up now, Bryce Harper. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
From the stretch, yanked fouled off to the right.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Ready with another 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. A fastball that just misses inside. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here comes the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. Way outside. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 5-2. Sean Doolittle enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
3-2 pitch. takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
In now, Cal Ripken. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Polanco gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Look, being a closer is one of the toughest jobs, and it's hard to dominate every chance you get. But he definitely looks off right now, making it interesting to say the least.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Morgan. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Runners on first with 1 down. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Standing in now, Jeff Bagwell. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0 finds the zone. Strike 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Two out with the man at first. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. The 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One left for the Cubs. They're still out in front, 5-2. Russell Payton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 12, Russell Payton.
So stepping in, Cliff Floyd, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Counts 1-0.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Anthony Rendon is on deck. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Missed with a slider. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3. Matt Wieters waiting on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-2. Drilled down the line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity to the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he scooped the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulders tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Rendon at second. Wieters is over at first with 1 away. 1-1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Trey Turner struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. From the belt, the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Moore moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Into the box now, Howie Kendrick, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch is made, and the Cubs have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Salazar records his 18th win of the year. Russell Hayton earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Nationals Park this afternoon, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cubbies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. While the Cubs sit in first place in the National League Central Division, they are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Detroit Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 14-1. In the standings, the Tigers sit in third place in the American League Central, 12 games behind first place. And the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Diego Padres broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 10-3. Entering the day's action, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Padres are in last place in the NL West, 14 games back. The Milwaukee Brewers put together 10 total hits as they dismantled the Giants 7-1. As of today, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, only a half game back. Jack Morris grabbed win number 9 this year, leading the Marlins to a win over Pittsburgh 3-2. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. At the start of the day, the Pirates sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. Yoenis Cespedes collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 11-5. As of right now, the Mets are in third place in the NL East. They're 2 games back. And the Phillies are atop the division, 2 games up on second place. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, 3 games back. While the Braves sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, 6.5 games back. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-3. In the standings, the Rockies sit in fourth place in the National League West, 9.5 games behind first. And the Dodgers are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Orioles completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-4. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Rays are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Indians went deep 4 times as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 10-3. As of right now, the Blue Jays sit in third place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Indians sit in second place in the AL Central Division. They're 7 games back. The Boston Red Sox brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-2. Heading into the day, the Red Sox are leading the American League East. They have a 4.5 game cushion. And the Astros sit in second place in the American League West. They're 2 games back. The Angels pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-1. Entering the day's action, the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Angels are in first place in the AL West, 2 games up on second place. The Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-0. In the standings, the Twins are in first place in the AL Central, a sizable 7 games ahead of second, while the Royals are 4th in the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-3. At the start of the day, the A's sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 4.5 games back, while the Rangers are at the bottom of the division, 13 games out. The Yankees got 12 hits in this one as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 10-5. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West, 6 games out of first, while the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, 4.5 games back. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.